We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Stepping up is Jonathan Villar, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
First pitch on its way. Underway here in the Monday opener as the game's first pitch misses for ball one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat rack.
Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
This is in the air to left field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands, always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate now, Luis Guillorme. As he'll come up empty that time on a sinker at strike 1. Guillorme is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Here's the 0-2. And no swing, apparently, ball 1. Conforto, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this will be fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. It's the Mets 0, Phillies coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Stroman will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike 1, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher, and if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Here now is Adam Hazley, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in off to a bit of a slow start with just one win in their first 3 tries.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Well, I'll tell you, he doesn't look very comfortable on this mound right now. This mound isn't the same one that he pitches at home. I know they all look the same, but they're not all the same.
Nobody out, runner on first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 1 down. With that, a look at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Bryce Harper comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Cut fastball there as he manages to just foul this one away. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Drilled to the right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he'll take a look at ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. 2-1 now.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Andrew.
So now here is Andrew McCutchen looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First delivery to him. He's set. The 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell myself.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Phillies leave a couple. We are still scoreless. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, the grounds crew members that I talked to prior to the game said the weather we're experiencing right now is expected to move on as the game progresses. They said they'll put extra effort into keeping the field dry until this rain dies down. But despite it being a little wet at the moment, we should get this one in uninterrupted.
Heidi, thanks. And Dero, I'll send this one to you. As an infielder, these are games that can really challenge a player.
At times, you have to stay focused, though. For me, a little dampness, a little rain, a little weather coming through might actually do the infield dirt a little good. Some guys like to keep it bone dry. I like it a little wet. Ball stays down.
Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Runner at first to start the inning. And, Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball one. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. The pitcher zoned him. He's a paltry 1 for 11. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times, his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. If you want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning. Mets go down quickly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the left-handed hitting shortstop, Didi Gregorius now. First offering on its way. Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
And that is by him on into center field, so good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Batting 7, the catcher, JT.
So now to the plate, JT Realmuto. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ripped down the first base line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff.
さっきパドレス戦終わりましたわ。
Another payoff pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. He's got it to second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
パドレスめっちゃ調子いいですわ今。
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman Gene Segura. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Lifted down the line in left.
これでちょうど15試合目ですかね。
Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Phillies go down quietly there. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
もうなんやかんや15試合やってますね。そのうちの1試合だけが幻のホワイトソックスとエンジェルスの開幕戦なんです。あれだけがほんまに消えてもうてね。
The pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Batting 8th, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso, head-to-head at the start of play against Zach Eflin. He's 3 for 9. He also has 1 home run. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
なんか早くてね、もう15試合もやってんのかって感じなんですけど。
This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Sinker, and this one's over as well. Nothing in 2 now. 3rd inning, no score to this point.
4戦目でしょ。
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
なんやかんや早いもんですね。
1-2.
Mm. 飽きが来ないですね。まあでも各チームね、いろいろやってるからそれはそれで面白いですね。それぞれのチームの魅力があるからね。
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's full count now, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of 3rd. Making him work out there, the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
火曜日からやから。
Hit in the air out to straightaway left. McCutcheon is right there. And he's got it for out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
Now into the box, Marcus Stroman. First delivery to him. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And that misses 1-1. Here it comes.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Swing and a line drive. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Boy, D, were you talking about frustrating as a pitcher? You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Into the box now, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Stroman leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
でもほんまは金曜日のね、0時からできてたらもっとできてるんですけど、昼の1時やったからね、あれ
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
11
Hey, this guy's got an 89 mile an hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
The center fielder,
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 0-1 offering. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
He's going to eliminate that pitch right there. He was all over that, just wasn't able to keep it fair, but he's not going to see that pitch again.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. In at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
In now, Luis Guillorme hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's 1-0 Mets.
やればやるほどね、各チームのその選手のことも分かってくるからね、より愛着が湧いてくるっていうか。
Now the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
That brings up Alec Bohm.
こんな選手おるんやとかね、いろいろ発見もありますからね。
First pitch on its way.
You have to understand, as the hitter right here, pitcher on the mound wants a quick inning. Anything over the heart of the plate, probably got to pull the trigger on.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Another 0-2 coming. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder, Adam Hazley.
Bases are empty here with 2 away, and Adam Hazley digs in now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at bat. 1-0.
ピッチャーとしては小柄かもしれないですね。
Grounded back up the middle. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. They're down 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The third baseman.
All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, J.D. Davis. In there, 0-1.
ちょうど XBOX でもね、発売決定になってたから。
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now at the plate is Brandon Nimmo. First pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1. Chopped at the plate.
Yeah.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
しかもそのジャッキー・ロビンソン・エディソン、それを買うだけで2機種増えるっていうのはびっくりでした。
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now.
単なる限定版かな。大盤もね、ついてきましたから。
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike
ちょうど
1.
XBOX の
Hey,
方
this
も
pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
これやったら4機種やろうかなみたいな。
Down and away, ball one. One run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change if he can locate.
Well, leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper.
For the Phillies, the right fielder.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground at the left side. But the feet of the second baseman is a wild one.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate.
やります。はあはあ。
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 0-1 the count. Harper gets his lead at first, nobody out. Hoskins behind the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
This is the kind of pitching that's frustrating for me to watch. He had him down 0-2, then he started getting cute, and now the count is full at 3-2. It happens, but I'd rather see him attack the hitter and force contact if you can't get him to chase after a pitch or two.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
There's strike 2 as the slider hits the outside corner.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Oh.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. From the stretch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He singled in his first AB. From the stretch. 0-1, here's the pitch. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
なかなかいい感じですね。
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Yeah, there's no question that this one got away from him. He was cruising, had him down 0-2 with 2 outs, and he's going to be pretty unhappy with that. You never want to give an offense new life in an inning.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Gene Segura standing in as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Struck out in his first at-bat. And it's 1-1. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Gotta love a night at the ballpark. These fans certainly are. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
先発陣がめちゃくちゃ熱いですね。中継ぎも2人ね、入ってるんですけど、先発いけるぐらいのレベルですね。
Striding in is James McCann. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch.
McCann. ああ、そうだ。まあ、もともとホワイトソックスやったんですね。
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
And not exactly a determined swing there on 3-0 as they say he went around. It's 3-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
He loses him on ball 4.
The pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
So next to hit is Marcus Stroman. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one. Squaring to bunt, but this is a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering, and it's fouled away. Alonso, base runner at first with one out. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes.
でもやっぱ指名打者がないっていうのがナショナルリーグですよね。
Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. There to take it in is McCutcheon now for route number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Up next, Jonathan Villar. A hit in 2 tries so far. Now the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Not much behind this as his ball is looped over toward first. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Ball and strike.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Ready with the 1-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
低めを意識して投げてますね。
The set and the 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Our score remains 2-1. Ronald Torreyes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 74, Ronald Torreyes.
Now here's the first offering. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Now in the box, Alec Bohm, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
スタミナ的にもでも次の回ぐらいかもしれない。
Hit in the air down the right field line. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 2 down.
もう今で68やからね。
The batter, the center fielder,
So stepping in is Adam Hazley. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Ranger Suarez is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
55.
Into the box, Luis Guillorme. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Harper. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman,
J.D. Davis the next to bat. He has no prior history against this pitcher. First delivery to him. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Mets have come back to tie this one at 2.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not.
Wow.
And that question was answered with the resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. Hit well again down the right field line. And that is off the wall. He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay throw, and he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith as he swings and grounds it toward the hole.
いやー、気持ちのええホームラン。
The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the 6th, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now it'll be Bryce Harper. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. The pitch. Strike one to start the at bat.
この回まで行ってくれたらまあまあよしかなって感じ。
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
Swing and a line drive, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. The throw into second, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense than a real quality swing, but hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
Into the box now, Reese Hoskins, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
打順ですね。
Set to deliver the 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Harper leads off second with nobody out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Davis grabs it cleanly, and that's out number one. One out for the Phils in their half of the sixth, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. First offering on its way.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
1-1 to Andrew McCutchen.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And it's through, a base hit. The throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit, you give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. David Peterson will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Here's Didi Gregorius. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1.
しかもでも
One
全
in,
然
one out, and
連
one
発
on
で
here
も
in
い
the
けるん
inning.
ちゃうんですかね。
The 1-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a
メジャ
real
ー
good
1
hitter's
年目な
count.
んですね、まだ。
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
To the plate now, JT Realmuto. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
I can't blame him one bit out on the mound. I'm shocked he didn't pick up the rosin bag and see if he could get a foul ball on that one. He had to see if he would swing way outside the zone.
Fouled off.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. Into the corner. He makes the catch to end the inning. Phillies get a couple of hits here, and it leads to 1 on the scoreboard. And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. David Hale is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brad Miller is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate now is James McCann. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
Down by 1, I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for one or two big swings to make it happen.
The wind up and the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Next for the Mets, Pete Alonso. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the first pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
なんか変な声でしたよね。さあ、ピッチャーやけど、代打ですね。誰にしようか。ピラーさんできましたか。
Kevin Pillar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
ピラピラピラーさんとか言ってましたもんね。
First offering.
もともとレッドソックスでしたもんね。
Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. 1-0 the count.
やっぱり個性発揮しましたね。外れてますね、あれ。
Here's the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
星野監督やったらどこに飛んねんって言っとる。
This is hit the other way out toward left field. McCutcheon is under it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up, and we are all tied at 3 apiece.
Tetris この人もほぼ先発みたいなもんですよね。
Dylan Betances gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh. Digging in will be Gene Segura, who went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
One pitch on its way. Hit back up the middle. Throw is not in time, and a great job of legging that out as now the go-ahead runner's on base to lead off the inning.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Here's Brad Miller, the shortstop, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Comes set with the 0-1. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Previous history against Dylan Betances. He's 1 for 5. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Lifted into center field. Conforto will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Alex Bohm.
So a runner at first now with one away, and that'll bring up Alec Bohm. From the stretch.
Ball one.
Wow.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
Swinging a little blooper to center. Guillorme onto the grass. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting,
もうちょいで落ちそうでしたね。
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and Adam Paisley digs in now. From the belt, the pitch. From the belt, the pitch. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
The 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Phillies strand 1. Score remains tied at 3-3. Now to the plate, here is Michael Conforto. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch of the AB on its way. 0-1 count and the pitch. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Here he comes again, 1-2. Hard hit and deep toward the right field line. Harper back, and he reaches up to put it away for a long out number 1.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
And every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step out and ask for time.
セカンド。変えときましょうかね。
Jeff McNeil steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with one gone in the inning. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
ここで4番ですな。
Next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Davis. In his career against this pitcher, he's a perfect 2 for 2.
もうちょいで取られそうでしたけどね。このデイビスさんの構え方もなんかあんまり動きのない構え方です。
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1 home. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Hazley is there, 2 gone.
The right fielder, number 9, Brandon.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch.
Wow.
Loud contact there, but it's well foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2.
Oh, 危ない。
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2.
あのチェンジがなかなか
A 2-2 pitch. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
今のもまたチェンジでしたね。入ってるんですね、これ。
Here's the payoff pitch.
Right.
Rounded up the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first.
たまにでもストレートするんでね。
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Jeff McNeil will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
あのチェンジがなかなかね、捉えにくいんですよ。
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Bryce Harper. He's set, here it comes. And that's by him, it's 0-1.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul.
3打数3安打ですからね。
The 1-2 pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
フェアに負ける話ですか。おっと。
Still even at 2 and 2. And it's fouled away.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he fouls this one off. High in the air into shallow left center. Davis calls for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box, Reese Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Previous history against Dellin Betances, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
I got the count 0 and 2.
Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope. Outside.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutcheon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Not close. It's 2-0. The 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. A 3-1 count to the Phillies left fielder.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Oh.
And another foul ball. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Matt Joyce will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. First pitch on its way.
No, that's down.
外人さんですか。マイナーリーグ
Two
は
out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Big rip at the curveball, but he comes up empty, and it's even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. One left for Philadelphia. Still tied 3-3.
左はきついですね。
Roman Quinn will stay in the ball game now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field, number 24.
Hector Neris will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Now to the plate, Dominic Smith. His career numbers against Hector Neris. He's a .333 hitter. Jose Martinez is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swings through it for strike number 2. And he lays off the 0-2 splitter. 1-2 now. Lays off 2-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Gloved by Miller. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next to the belt, the catcher,
Next to stand in is James McCann. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Tomas Nido will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. First pitch on the way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
なるべく延長割り切たないんですけどね。甘い。
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left, and a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues, middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Standing in now, Pete Alonso, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now 5-3.
ちょうどまたストレートが来てくれましたね。
Hey, with 1 swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
バチコーンといきましたよ。眺めるしかないですよ、これ。変えますか。
Francisco Lindor will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
あれはもう打ってくださいいうもんですからね。緊急で抑えのピッチャーを間に合いますかね。これ間に合わんかもしれない。
First offering.
ここでリンドアさんです。
Still only one out in the inning. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I gotta believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
しかも8番におるっていうのは怖い。
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
早めにバット止めんとね、ほんまに止まらないですわ、これ。うわっと。
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
もっと危ない。
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and bring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
It's never easy to rebound after
これ
serving
ね、
up a
止め
two-run
てるよう
shot,
に見える
but
け
that
ど、
at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the
出ま
strikeout.
した。
In now, Jonathan Villar. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up for the Fightin' Phils. 5-3 New York. Jose Martinez takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. Tomas Nido will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate.
Now catching, number 3, Tomas Nido.
これで抑えいきますか。
Seth Lugo comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Seth Lugo.
All set for the bottom of the ninth, and that brings up JT Realmuto.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
First offering on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1 pitch on its way. Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Here comes the 1-2.
2打席連続ホームランですからね。
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone of protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. Called strike two. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single. Next up, Brad Miller. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First delivery to him.
場内が盛り上がってきま
0-1
したね。
count. Here's the pitch.
うわー、ブレまくりますわ、これ。コントローラー動きすぎでしょ、これ。
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Stepping in now, Alec Bohm. Swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
コントローラー震えすぎ。
Behind 0-2 now.
ええ球でしたね。これ外を狙うとね、コントローラーめっちゃブルブルするんですよ。ブルブルブルブル震えますんで。
Philly down to their last strike. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible time run to the plate but could not cash in.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Metropolitans came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Joey Lucchesi claims the win out of the pen, his first. Seth Lugo earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
このバチコーンといったのが気持ちがいい。柔らかし。
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
いい感じでしたね。これでまあ連敗してたんですね。これで2勝2敗ですね。フィリーズだけ3勝ですね。わお、ドジャース5連勝。さすがドジャース。レイジ、ヤンキー。インディアン。なんやかんやとアストロズ。よっしゃ、さあ終わりましょうか。ちょうどデビジョンに間に合いましたね。はーい、お疲れ様でした。はーい、お疲れ様でした。ではではでは。